What's good? Thank y'all for tuning in to the Full Court Entertainment Podcast. As always, you got your boy Shondell GQ Tuesday, and I got my main man with me, Sneaky Sam Sheldon. Don't trust him. So we're gonna go on and just talk about the rookie race we got so far. We seen the little sample of Chet versus Victor. So go on here, Sheldon. What you think about this rookie MVP race? What is rookie race that's coming so far?
Uh, well, a lot of people are saying that it's basically like the rookie of the year is going to be between Chet and Victor. Me personally, I already said like it's really Victor's to lose because of all the hype he's gotten since really last year. Honestly, like if he just plays the minimum games of 65, I feel like he's just going to win it anyway. But Chet, I mean, I said it last year. I was like, Chet can play, and when I saw him at Gonzaga, I was like, yeah, he really can play, and we saw it on Monday. Chet, he handled the ball some. He was, and everybody was talking about his skinny body. He took contact, got and one, and bro, he's already shown like he's an elite, like he's low key like an elite shot blocker. You can even see it when he was in the summer league and in that game against the Spurs. So I'm really high on Chet. I think he's gonna at least like if I had to pick averages, I would say he averaged, I'd say probably like 16, 7, 8 rebounds and probably like 2 blocks a game. Chet is like he's really like that, and I feel like I wish we could have saw it last year, but he broke his foot. But we at least we saw a glimpse this past Monday. And Victor, I mean Victor, what he's doing is I feel like we seen it with the highlights. We saw it with the highlights overseas. He did a whole up and under with his left hand, and it's like no human 7'4", whatever. I think he's 7'3", whatever he is. He shouldn't do that. He has the skills, and then he was doing sidestep threes. I'm like, okay, but seeing him play against some at least some NBA comp is like, yeah, I think he's gonna be like good in the league now. Everybody was saying, is he gonna be like he's like in year 3? They was like he gonna be the best player ever. Now I'm not going that far. I ain't gonna go that far yet, but I do think he's gonna have a really good rookie year, just just from off that, and at least. I thought they would play him at the 5, but I think they're gonna have him play the 4 and have Zach Collins, somebody, another big body down there with him. But one thing I did see, like he didn't really get a lot of rebounds. He only had like 5 rebounds, but the reason was because once he alter a shot or like they'll miss, he ran down the other court. He ran down the other court immediately, and for that guy, for him to do that, it's like, yeah, we love that, but maybe Pop might say, hey, we might need you back down low to get the rebounds. But him rim running it was good. Like I'm not gonna lie and say it was good, but that was really the only thing that I guess I could say I didn't like about him. But outside of that, like Victor and Chet, a lot of people I've seen said this is gonna be the future. We're gonna see these tall 7-foot guys with handles, can shoot, and do everything. This is like the new future, but I'm glad, like, and especially in the West, so we can see like way more matchups instead of like one was in the East or whatever. We only see it twice, or in like a finals. But in the West, we can see it all the time now. So I'm glad that we saw a sample size of Chet and Victor. Honestly,
Yeah, man, you said a lot of good things. Honestly, I think with these two rookies, you got Chet versus Victor. Man, you made a really good point. It definitely is a lot of hype around Victor to win it because I remember, FanDuel Sportsbook was taking like you could just pick the entire field that against Victor not to win the Rookie of the Year. I think honestly, I don't know, like with the rebounds with like Victor, it does seem like he more so focuses on like that fast transition play, getting back down the court, scoring fast. But I don't really know. It's tough to call. I think Chet did get the he's seen a lot of NBA games. He was around the team practicing, so he's gonna be a way more polished rookie than like what Victor is gonna be have to get. Like Victor's gonna have to play like the catch up, learning on the fly versus like Chet. He was able to be around practice, to use the facilities, just seeing more, doing more, being around it. Like he's somewhat adapted to the culture more than what Victor's coming from. But I do think that Victor, super talented, and he did show some really good glimpse that, like, man, okay, this guy's gonna be something special. But Chet, he did have those rebounds, and I think that goes a long way. Honestly, that stat line is going to come down to a lot of people's decision. But I think Scoot Henderson's still in a good position too to probably still maybe get some good votes to win Rookie of the Year because he's coming in a position where Dame isn't there, and he's going to actually be able to be on the court, to be able to show his skills. But I don't know if he'll be able to do enough to actually steal the headlines from Chet, from Victor. So honestly, I think going with Victor is probably the more safer bet for me. I think that's what I'm going to go with because I think honestly on the scoring side, it's going to be Victor. Victor's just in a better situation right now with the Spurs, with the team they have. Because right now, I think Chet is going to be more so about like OKC's success and Shea doing more. I think Shea's probably going to still outshine him. Team success is going to mean way more than what Chet's going to do. But I do think this though, like I think this year is important because it's really going to be the year saying like, can these tall, skinny frame NBA, like can these bodies actually transition into the NBA? Do they work? Can they sustain? So right now, like it's a lot on the line with these two performing. So that's all I got with it.
I mean, well, I do want to see what Chet because Victor's gonna play. They say he's gonna play the four, so that does make a difference on like why he isn't rebounding a lot because he has Zach Collins down there to potentially get rebounds, like Kellen Johnson, Devin Vassell. So it's like I guess he's not really worried about rebounds. He's gonna have rebounding games. Like I already expect him to at least get 8 rebounds per game. I feel like for him, even though we're gonna say, well, you so tall, how come you can't get 10? Well, you could tell by that first game he really wasn't like crashing the boards. So it's like maybe he probably gets 7 rebounds a game. But Chet is going to play center. So that means he's gonna go up against a Joel, a Jokic, a Cat, Rudy Gobert, whoever, them big dudes. And I do want to see how he could fare against them. Like going up against Victor, who is basically in the same frame of him, just Chet. Now Victor just taller, but in the same frame. It's like okay, yeah, I can hold my own, but once he go up against them, I don't know. I really don't know what's gonna happen. So I do want to see how he fares up against dumb type of people. And Chet, could he potentially be taller? Yeah, and could he get? Maybe he could be like what Giannis did. Giannis came in skinny and then he got swole. Maybe, but we don't know if Chet's body can do that. We don't know if he can get swole like how Giannis was, or this is just it for his body frame. So I do want to see like what happens when goes up against them dudes that weigh like 270. I do want to see that. But so far, he's really playing like how he was when he was at Gonzaga. Handling the ball, shooting threes, great shot blocker. He's doing everything that I saw at college, honestly, but this time we saw it in an actual NBA game. But I do like how Victor was able to stay on the perimeter. He went on the perimeter. I think it was Jada. He tried to go to the hole. Victor, he blocked his shot. I was like, wow, he was able to his foot speed is able to keep up with low key like a small guard or just a little bit small forward, whatever. I was like, oh, that's actually really good. But if this is what we're gonna see in the next probably like 5, 10 years, 15, whatever, hey, I'm glad to see it. I'm glad we get to see like some different because we don't see a lot of these tall 7 footers this skill. We don't see that a lot, especially in the league right now. It's really not that many like legit 7 footers that are like this skill. We don't see. It's not a lot of them. Not a lot of them.